Time now for Truth or Fake, our daily dose of fact-checking with Vedika Barhel. And Vedika, today you've been looking into a surge of misinformation surrounding spy balloons and other flying objects. Just what have you found?
Yes, Thomas. Just 1 month ago, nearly to the day, on February 4th, the Chinese-operated balloon that was spotted flying over US military sites was shot down in American airspace. Now, Beijing at the time did claim that it was simply a civilian aircraft carrying out meteorological research, but it did end up being a diplomatic spat between the two. Now, one month on, misinformation surrounding flying objects has simply exploded online, with many people claiming that they've seen the same thing. So let's take a look. This is just one example. Posted just last week with a video attached. This had nearly 100,000 views there, and as we can see, it looks a little bit like a blurry, floating, spinning top sort of thing in the sky. Now, whilst this is a surprising video, it did get a lot of hits with people claiming that it was a UFO. However, it was debunked by the website specializing in unidentified flying objects and the paranormal Forgetto Mori. And it turns out that this is in fact a special design hot air balloon that was filmed in Brazil in 1995. So it has been shared out of context again there. Now, if we have a look at this tweet that was also shared this week, this has around 2 million views just on this alone. And this one, again, claimed to sort of prolong that spy balloon narrative. Now, in the video, there's an ultra zoom. It goes directly into the balloon, and we can actually see a camera attached to a mast in the balloon itself. So this is really perpetuating that narrative of spy balloons. However, again, this is shared massively out of context. That video that we just saw there was created using special effects by this 3D artist, Hamid Ibrahimnia, and he shared that same video on his Instagram art page, as well as a video of how he actually made that.
Vedika, why do you think misinformation like this has multiplied and we're seeing more and more claims of flying objects?
Yes, well, I spoke to Scott Brando. He's a specialist in sky anomalies. In fact, he runs this Twitter account and his website called UFO of Interest, where he monitors sky hoaxes. And he says that he's seen a massive increase in the content that he's monitoring since that Chinese balloon incident. Now, this could be something to do with the fascination surrounding spy balloons, the fascination around UFOs, or the excitement of being the one to potentially capture something like that. But he said that the main thing that he's seen through this misinformation is people recycling old internet footage to get those clicks, to get those views. Now, he mentioned this video in particular to us. This was viewed over 1.4 million times there, and claims to show a foreign object in the sky being destroyed in Poland. And we can indeed see a light in the sky. There are some trails there. Now, this did go extremely viral, as we saw, but he did debunk this, and it's not exactly what it appears. In fact, it is a South Korean rocket launch that was filmed in December 2022. So this is really a great example of exactly what he said about old footage being recycled. Now, he also warned us about contrails. Contrails are those line-shaped clouds that we see in the sky, and they're formed from aircraft exhaust. And these are often confused with flying objects in the sky. And he's led us to another example. Now, this was spotted in Billings, Montana. Now, this was also around the time and the place where the Chinese balloon was also spotted. And we can indeed see some flashes in this video, like that one there, and some trails in the sky looking like something has been shot down. Now, Scott Brando, again, did confirm to us that this wasn't true. In this tweet here, it was indeed a contrail from an airliner, and there was no explosion over Billings. Now, this was later backed up by the Billings authorities themselves, but as he said, a massively strong example of misrepresentation around flying objects in the sky. Now, he also gave us some advice for our viewers as well. He said that many cases of these misidentified flying objects could be resolved pretty quickly if those that are interested in sky hoaxes took an interest to learn the basics of astronomy and photography, because many unidentified objects, he says, can be easily explained by stars, planets, and even Starlink satellites and things like that. So that's the advice that he had for our viewers there.